Ms. Ross Layton of Florida. Permission granted, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I'd like to recognize the life and the work of Ambassador Sue and Chuck Cobb for what they have achieved in the life that they have made together. The Cobbs have set a new standard for the great American family as leaders in business, as public servants, and as loving parents. Ambassador Chuck Cobb is an alumnus of Stanford Business School, and the greatest prize that he took from Stanford was not the MBA that he earned there. It was Sue, his wonderful and future wife. Ambassador Chuck Cobb's professional life was as successful as it has been diversified. As a businessman, he has served on the boards of 9 publicly traded companies, as well as numerous private ones. More than 30 master plan communities and even entire towns have been developed under Chuck's leadership. As a public servant, he rose through the ranks of the Department of Commerce, where he served as Undersecretary and then Assistant Secretary for President Ronald Reagan. He saw the fruition of his labors with his appointment to the position of Ambassador to Iceland for President George H.W. Bush. The people of Iceland graciously rewarded his work as an ambassador with their highest honor, the Falcon Grand Cross Star. Ambassador Sue Cobb's journey from Stanford to the position of ambassador was no less exciting. While leading several nonprofits and law firms, she attempted to be the first woman from the United States to climb Mount Everest, and later wrote the book, The Edge of Everest, A Woman Challenges the Mountain. Following her service as chairman of the Federal Reserve of Miami, Sue Cobb was appointed as U.S. Ambassador to Jamaica, where she served to improve health care, law enforcement, and environmental management practices. Sue's work as ambassador was so acknowledged as excellent that our nation's finest diplomats are honored with the Sue M. Cobb Exemplary Diplomatic Service Award. During her tenure in Jamaica, Ambassador Sue Cobb coordinated the relief efforts to help Jamaica's people after it was ravaged by Hurricane Ivan. Ambassador Chuck was the co-chairman of the committee that secured $9 billion in federal funds to rebuild my community, South Florida, after Hurricane Andrew. In addition to their exemplary work in both government and private enterprise, Chuck and Sue have made a home together and filled it with love for more than 5 decades. Mr. Speaker, on February 28th, they will celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary. They have raised 2 sons who are distinguished and remarkable people. Christian is an architect with an MBA from Harvard, and Tobin is an investment banker who earned his MBA from NYU. They have blessed the Cobb family with 7 beautiful grandchildren. It is obvious that there is much that we can learn from the lives of the Ambassadors Cobb, but if we could glean a single lesson from the half-century that they have spent together, Mr. Speaker, it would be how unbelievably far a man and a woman can go when the faith they have in each other is as unwavering as it is so clearly shown in Ambassadors Sue and Chuck Cobb. Felicidades, mis amigos. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Ms. Woolsey of California.